A couple have been jailed after leaving their 8-week-old baby with more than 60 broken bones before she died. A mother and her son have been jailed for killing a 17-year-old boy in what's been described as a shocking machete attack sparked by petty rivalry. Nicola Layton drove her son and his friends around Sydenham until they found and chased 17-year-old Levi Ernest Morrison before he was stabbed to death. We're speaking exclusively to ITV News London after the sentencing. Levi's mother said no sentence will ever be enough for her son's killers. A warning: our senior correspondent Ronke Phillips' report contains distressing details. Oh, apologies for any sound problems in Ronke's report there. Now there's more confusion today over the publication of Sue Gray's report into the Downing Street lockdown parties after a statement from the Met Police on their own investigation. Well, the details of that and the rest of the day's national and international stories follow us at 6:30. Here's a look at what's happening with Charlene. Well, next from us tonight, kicking off its tenure as London Borough of Culture, We Are Lewisham launched this morning with pop-up performances and events aplenty. The year-long programme will celebrate the borough's diverse communities and calls for action on the climate emergency. Well, Carolyn Sim is in Lewisham for us this evening. Carolyn. There is plenty more to come on the programme in a few moments. But first, friends, family and the emergency services lined the streets in Upminster this morning to pay tribute to Isla Caton. Next, all week we've been in Croydon, hearing from a community determined for change in order to keep their friends and neighbours safe from violence in the last of our really sobering week.
Yeah, and I think we should start actually by saying thank you on behalf of the community, but I can offer some reflections on what I've seen. Overwhelmingly, we've seen drive, spirit.
Ria, thank you. Well, my guest tonight was among the cast of one of the nation's best-loved sitcoms. Patrick Murray is famous for his role in Only Fools and Horses, but it was watching an advert on telly which he says he hopes may have saved his life. Patrick is here to tell us more, but first here's a reminder of him as the legendary Mickey Pearce. Next tonight, what do these tracks have in common? Time for the weather now. It's definitely starting to feel a little milder. But what about the weekend? Here's Helen. Now, for almost 90 years, at the very heart of Cricklewood, Wright's Fruit and Veg stall has been outside the post office, serving the local community with more than just fresh produce. It's been passed down through 4 generations of the Wright family, but today it sadly shut up shop for good. Well, Anna Geary was invited along for a fond farewell. Oh, and just before we go, it might not be the first time someone's tried to catch 40 winks on the staff room sofa. Well, that is all for now. We are back with a late update at 10:50. Coming up, Charlene with the ITV Evening News, but from me and the rest of the London team, bye-bye.